back, and the next big step will be to remove the windscreen. Yeah, so as you guys can see, the hinges are bolted down with those big bolts here, and then before we remove those, we'll have to remove those bolts here. In the normal version of the Landcruiser, there's like a nice plastic knob here on that screw, but since this one is the high altitude model and has the those defrost channels here, yeah, I just have those bolts here. So I will get those loose, and then yeah, we'll have a look how it looks underneath here. This is also a famous spot on the FJs and BJs to rust, so there's probably a lot of rust underneath here. Before I will remove those bolts, I will also remove the cover for the windscreen wiper, or the wiper motor, but I can spoiler you that there's no windscreen motor in there, since I needed to replace it because the previous owner built in an unoriginal one, I don't know, from Taiwan or somewhere. Okay, sweet. Yeah, that's the inside. The rubber gasket here. I assume that one is short. Those should be 12 now. Correct. Yeah. Okay. Before we remove those, I just want to quickly remove the air vent so I can reach that thing. Okay, so it's a screw, quite long, and then there's this metal bushing here. Okay, so let's break it loose. So, same as on the other side, bushing and the screw, or the bolt. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure if I have to do this, but I just want to do it just to be safe. I will remove those vents, those vents here, which defrost the glass or the windscreen, and also remove the wiper linkage from inside, because I don't want anything to break. Like, I don't think it shouldn't be possible for anything to break, but yeah, I'm just afraid I will damage those ones when I put it down. and yeah, I just don't want that. So I will remove those, and then we'll see further. So those vents are screwed down, as you can see here. Those black screws, you probably don't see it on cam now, but yeah, you just unscrew them, take them out, and behind that there's the wiper linkage. Okay, here we go. So those are the vents. Yeah, air comes in through here and then just comes out on top here. Here we can see the wiper linkage. So this part here is connected to the wiper motor, and then yeah, the wiper motor turns this thing and it goes, yeah, has this movement here. As you can see, those washers here are 17 mil. Yeah. You just loosen those, and then you can push it through. So now we should be able to just take that out. Okay. So those are the components. Always when you take things like that apart and you have small stuff like this, what I do, I always put them back on so I don't lose them and I still know where it goes to. And when I start restoring, I will always restore components like this completely. Yeah, those were also not removed and painted over, so I just had to break the paint loose, and here we can already see our best friend, the rust. I'm pleasantly surprised about this part here. It doesn't look too bad. Like yeah, I would have assumed I needed to replace this whole part here, but yeah, doesn't look too bad. Okay. So there's quite a bit of rust here, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, this side looks a little bit worse than the other one. But that should be fixable, if you ask me. Okay, so that's a little bit of a scary part here, but yeah, could have been a lot worse. Like, I've seen pictures where this whole part here was completely gone. The next step is to remove those bolts, screws, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I will just remove the lower one here and leave that one on there for now. So yeah. Okay, so I struggled quite a bit to get this one loose. I don't know why. I think it's like glued in there or something. So I ended up heating it up. This thing is absolutely awesome. Like whenever you have bolts we can't get loose, just heat them up. It just, yeah, I don't know, works great. So yeah, got it somewhat loose finally, and yeah, so you guys can see the rest of the process, which is quite a pain in the ass, to be honest. Yeah, I think if I'm not wrong, there's like silicone in the threads here, so that was the reason I couldn't get it out. Yeah, previous owner smeared some kind of silicone on there. Or maybe it's also from the factory, I'm not sure, but I doubt it. Okay guys, so I've quickly put a screw back in on the other side, on the side part of the hinge, and just to secure it so I can fold the windshield down. So yeah, on the other side I just put that screw back in. So when I unscrew it on this side and the other side is also loose, the thing just doesn't fall over. And yeah, I'm hoping not to crack the glass. So I will unscrew this, unscrew the other side, and then I will get you guys back on screen. Alright, we got the windscreen loose, and yeah, it was quite a battle. So I will quickly show you why. So the previous owner somehow probably lost 2 of those bolts. So he decided to use those ones here, like a hex bolt or whatever they're called. The problem with them is, once you strip the inside of this just a little tiny bit, it's nearly impossible to get them out. So yeah, that's the bolt from the other side. Yeah, I had to drill it out and then use one of those things to get it off. So how this works is you put it in and you turn it this way, so it grips into the broken bolt or screw or whatever you're trying to get out. Okay, now it doesn't want to focus. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, it screws in it just backwards, and then that way you can get it out. I don't know how to properly explain it, but yeah, I hope it makes sense. So that's it for this episode. I will take that thing off somehow. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, Cheers guys.